Fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, greetings. This is Comrade Dabney Yerima. Before I make these very important remarks, which I want us to make sure that it goes to the four corners of Ambazonia, let me begin by thanking our liberation fighters who have made us proud by defending our homeland and our properties for the last 7 years. I also want to thank those in Ground Zero who've kept the Monday Country Sunday, which has brought French Cameroon's economy to her needs. Let me use this opportunity to thank our prisoners of conscience who've stayed focused and resilient to our cause, and the diaspora for supporting our families in Ground 1, Ground 2, and our fight for self-determination. We are very grateful. We are making a pivotal moment in our history as a people and Ambazonia as a nation. After decades of tyranny, dictator Paul Biya of French Cameroon has fallen to rise no more on the 1st of October 2024. His reign, which spanned over 4 decades, left behind a legacy of brutality, corruption, and oppression that we will not soon forget. Paul Biya's time in power was defined by authoritarianism, economic stagnation, and the systematic oppression of the people of Southern Cameroon's now Ambazonia. His refusal to relinquish control and his efforts to suppress our aspirations for freedom only deepened the wounds between our two peoples. Under his reign, thousands of innocent lives were lost, villages were razed, and our right to self-determination was denied. His fall marks the end of a dark chapter in the history of French Cameroon, but we must remain vigilant, for the storm may not be yet over. We must understand that the departure of Biya does not mean the automatic collapse of the regime he built. French Cameroon is left without a clear successor, and in the void of leadership, instability and chaos may loom large. The power vacuum could lead to internal struggles within the ruling elites, factions vying for control, and future repression of those who dared to rise against the regime. For Ambazonia, this moment represents both a challenge and an opportunity. We must be prepared for the worst to happen in French Cameroon. Their unresolved succession crisis could spill over, bringing with its heightened violence, political unrest, and perhaps an even more repressive regime determined to hold the nation together by force. We cannot assume that Biya's departure will bring peace. Instead, we must brace ourselves for what might follow: an embattled regime in turmoil, desperate to assert dominance over all its controls. But while we prepare for the worst, let us also seize the opportunity to strengthen our resolve. We must continue to demand the independence and recognition of Ambazonia. Biya's departure is a reminder that even the mightiest tyrants are not eternal. Systems of oppression, no matter how deeply rooted, will eventually fall. Now is the time for us to redouble our efforts and amplify our call for freedom. Our people have suffered enough. The departure of Paul Biya should remind us of our unwavering goal to create a nation where liberty, justice, and peace prevail. Ambazonians, we must unite as we face an uncertain future and work together to safeguard Ambazonia from any attempts by French Cameroon to further oppress or exploit us in the wake of their political crisis. Let this be the moment we strengthen our alliances, build our institutions, and prepare ourselves politically, diplomatically, and militarily for whatever may come. Paul Biya's reign may be over, but the fight for freedom continues. As Ambazonians, we must stand firm in our resolve. We must be prepared to protect our people, our lands, and our cause against any threat that emerges from French Cameroon in the days ahead. This is our time to rise, to build the future our people deserve, and to ensure that no dictator, no regime will ever again oppress the people of Ambazonia. Thank you, and may our struggle for freedom endure. Long live Ambazonia, and God bless you.